Here is Marco Rubio. Remember, Marco Rubio has his own billionaire. Literally his own buddied billionaire who, and you read this story and you just think, God, to have to be a politician and really just like kiss ass. There's a guy named Norman Braman who's an 82-year-old, according to the Politico. He's a self-made billionaire, of course. He is the former owner of the Philadelphia Eagles. I haven't looked into this guy. I'll look into him more later. He hates Jeb Bush. Hates Jeb Bush. Because in 2004, Bush vetoed $2 million in state funds that had been allocated for the Braman Breast Cancer Institute. Braman had established at the Center University of Miami 2 years earlier after his wife's sister was diagnosed with the disease, seeding it with $5 million of his own funds. And he was disappointed. Meanwhile, he's also like a father to Marco Rubio. They used to have dinner at his Island Creek mansion, adorned with priceless artwork and Civil War artifacts. The two bonded over everything from their shared love of football to their affinity for Israel. How much must it suck for these Republican candidates, or just any candidate? It's like, my billionaire is a Jew. So he's one of these right-wing conservative Jews. I've got to be very pro-Israel. My billionaire is a Catholic, so I have to pretend like I don't believe in birth control and that I never have sex with my wife. Yeah, right. He employs Rubio's wife, Jeanette, as a part-time through his charity group, the Braman Family Foundation. The two families have traveled to Israel together, the Bramans and the Rubios, after Rubio won. So apparently this guy really hates Jeb Bush. And he is contemplating spending anywhere between $10 and $50 million on keeping Rubio in the race until Braman decides I want to make sure that this guy is really giving it to Jeb Bush.
What a schnorr, that Jeb Bush. Here's another $20 million. I hate him so much. I said to him, it's about the breast cancer, and he went in his own selfish way. So here's another 30, you little Cuban. You want to go visit Jerusalem and get more money and locks?
Send me a YouTube clip of saying something mean about Jeb Bush, and then you're going to get another $5 million. Well, there's a couple of thoughts.
With a feather.
First off, I would say, is there a better example of just like sort of how just ridiculous our politics have become? Just like, I met Jeb Bush once. He was a jerk to me. I'm going to spend $50 million just to make his life miserable. I mean, think about this for a minute. The guy's contemplating spending $50 million to run a guy where the odds of this guy becoming president are somewhere around 0. But he's still bitching about $2 million that the state didn't put into his cancer institute. Now, cancer research, that's great. I love it. You know what, buddy? Pony up. Why don't you do 10 instead of 5? It's just so demented. And that's what's going to make this primary just amazing. Because Rubio's going to have his billionaire. Santorum still got his guy with Foster Freeze, right? He's the one who says birth control, put an aspirin between your legs and hold it there. I had an old girlfriend's dad who said that, who told me that years ago in Worcester. Old Irish Catholic guy.
I thought that literally he invented that himself.
No.
Wow.
That is an old man Catholic thing to say.
That's crazy.
And about your daughters.
Jesus.
At least that's the way I experienced it. There's going to be just Walker's got the Koch brothers. Jeb Bush has who knows what billionaires. Oil guys, probably.
Adelson is still up for grabs.
Adelson is up for grabs. It's going to be I would just like to see these guys just all go into the ring. Just all the decrepit old billionaires. And just try and basically, I don't know.
You were very rude at the funding meeting for Art Basel.
That's right.
And I will tell you this.
You were much ruder.
If you give me a 0% tax rate, I will put $3 million into cancer research, unlike $2 million, which my opponent has committed to.